morning. It was a record-breaking day with gold in the cycling and squash, stunning upsets by the Silver Ferns and White Ferns over host England, and it was down to the wire for the Black Sticks women. Good morning, Aotearoa. It's August 8th. I'm Zoë George, and this is the Podium, wrapping up all the overnight action from the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. Cyclist Aaron Gate added another gold to his impressive haul this morning with a win in the epic road race. It followed his other gold medals in the team pursuit, the individual pursuit and the points race. His gold makes it 18 in total for this Games for the Kiwis. A new New Zealand gold medal record haul. Here's what he had to say.
It's going to take a while to sum it up, I think. It's been just, I guess unbelievable is probably one word that comes to mind. It's just been an unreal week.
In the women's road race, Georgia Williams finished 13th and Neve Fisher-Black 17th. Georgia Williams said the event's been great from a team perspective.
That's cool. We all race pretty much in separate teams, so we just see each other at the races. But yeah, it's pretty cool to all come together.
In the cricket, the White Ferns claimed bronze, upsetting England with a stunning 8-wicket win. England won the toss and elected to bat, but with some tight bowling from Hayley Jensen, the Ferns were able to restrict the hosts to 110 for 9. Then up stepped captain Sophie Devine, scoring 51 off 40, including a massive 6 in the 5th over to secure the win for the Ferns in 11.5 overs. Devine was emotional after the match.
Having my folks in the stand and just being through what we have. Like, I love New Zealand cricket, I love cricket, and to play for my country and to be able to share it with this group of people, and it's not just this current group of people, to have Katie Martin screaming from the crowd, still, yelling louder than 20-odd thousand people. You can still hear her bloody voice, doesn't matter where she is in the world, and to have Amy and Grace there, that's what makes this group so special and makes us feel, you're right, it's not the colour that we wanted, but just so proud, and just a huge thanks to everyone that supported us. And I know we haven't always been the best, but we just give it bloody everything, and we want to do the country proud, and we want to make our family proud and our friends proud. So hopefully we've done that today.
Woo, go the White Ferns! You really made us proud, and I hope that they celebrate in style. In the hockey, it was a nail-biting end for the Black Sticks women with a 1-1 draw at the end of regular play. But India were just too strong, winning the penalty shootout 2-1. Ian Anderson has been following all the action. Ian, I think I need a cup of tea and a lie down after all of that excitement.
That was some road race today. So much for a quiet penultimate day in Birmingham at the Commonwealth Games. One of the most phenomenal sporting performances you'll see from a New Zealander in a long time.
Was he expected to win?
No. As we all know, as you've mentioned there before, 3 medals on the track, then came from London to Birmingham to have a crack at the time trial, in which he finished 4th, which is highly impressive ahead of some of the other road specialists. And then, as he's spoken to Rob and Royen beforehand in London, said that he was basically coming to the road race as support for the rest of the New Zealand team. But he picked the right breakaway and then just did a massive amount of work at the head of that breakaway in terms of setting the pace, made another little breakaway in a group of 4, got chased down, and then he chased down so many little breaks since then afterwards, and everyone was expecting him not to have the legs at the end because he'd done so much work throughout the race. But his track speed was still there, his legs were still there. He said he was cramping and struggling, didn't have high expectations of himself in those last 2 kilometres, but he got there. 4 goals, phenomenal.
Amazing. And can we just geek out a little bit over the cricket win this morning? The White Ferns, what a stunning turnaround after only making 71 for 9 against England just 3 days ago.
Yeah, that was a really good win today. That was comprehensive, and you can argue the merits if you want of England's motivation after being beaten and upset, I suppose, by India in their semi-final the previous day. But New Zealand were beaten as well too, and they were probably upset because they felt they had a chance to knock over Australia in a pretty close contest. But it doesn't matter. There was a bronze medal up for grabs today, and the White Ferns were a far superior team. Again, one of the veterans, Sophie Devine, playing a starring role, but there was also little bits there from Fran Jonas and Georgia Plummer which show why they are looking to go in a slightly different direction as well and give those young players a chance. So yeah, hugely promising, and good rewards after missing out on making the top 4 at the World Cup at home. To bounce back here, they can certainly deserve to celebrate a medal. I saw Sophie Devine saying she didn't think she was going to keep up with the youngsters. They were going hard already, as she said.
No, it was a spectacular win, and as a cricket fan, it's always nice to see the White Ferns do well. And it was a tough day for the Black Sticks.
Yeah, it was. Imagine that, 2 penalty shootout losses in a row. I didn't see the end of the final, but I understand England were winning that, so it shows how close the Black Sticks probably were to possibly winning gold. It really came down to the lottery of the penalty shootout, and they do really seem to be a lottery in hockey, even more so than football. They had that dramatic instance of equalising pretty much with time almost up today, and you thought that would have given them a lift going into the penalty shootout, and they got ahead, but again just couldn't convert their chances. So yeah, not all great news for the teams on the second to last day, but yeah, a pretty strong effort all around from a fairly young Black Stick squad.
Absolutely, I think the future is looking bright for them. And final day tomorrow, are you going to head down to the squash?
It's a possibility, although there may be a few other things to write about now after Aaron Gate becoming the first New Zealander ever to win 4 golds. There's going to be a fair bit of reflection on that. I don't know whether I'm going to get that all done tonight, but yeah, as you say, there is one more gold medal chance tomorrow, which will be in the women's doubles with Joelle King and Amanda Landers-Murphy, which could take New Zealand to 20, which will be a phenomenal performance. It's been a hugely successful games for the New Zealanders.
Yeah, they should be proud. Thanks so much, Ian. It was also gold and a bit of redemption for Joelle King and Coll in the mixed double squash, an emphatic 2-0 win over England in 34 minutes, lifting New Zealand's gold medal haul to 19.
That's funny. This one feels really special, actually. I know I feel like a bit of a broken record, but after a very devastating week last week for me, to bounce back and play the way I have in the doubles, and just the attitude, I think, to bounce back and the courage to come out here and still fight for these medals, I'm extremely proud of that.
The Silver Ferns also upset host nation England with a stunning 55-48 win to claim bronze. Captain Gina Crampton with all the feels after the game.
We were underdogs. England are a strong side, they're the defending Commonwealth Games champs. So excitement, pride, just like extreme happiness is the feelings I've got right now.
Coach Dame Nolene Taurua understandably pleased as well.
I'm like a proud mama. All individuals, I think, have moved, and I think that fighting spirit as well. So it's good to see, and it's good to see that we actually have it and that we can bring it and we can deliver it. So I am very proud. I'm really happy that we've been able to medal.
Reporter Rob Van Royen was there. Rob, the atmosphere must have been electric with the home team England on court.
It was. I can't actually say I've heard a louder venue than the NEC Arena. It's like a nightclub. They blast the tunes well before the game, and everyone's up in the aisles dancing and shaking, and it's anything I haven't really seen at a venue before. So for the Ferns, they spoke about it ahead of their game against England during the pool stages, and they and then after getting the result, they spoke about it again, that they'd really learnt from dealing with that noise in their match today.
Yeah, it can be hugely off-putting, can't it? Or inspiring at the same time. It's about getting that balance right.
Definitely, and they were really trying to drag England back into that game in the fourth quarter, and they got to within 4 with a few minutes left. So, and I think that's what really pleased Taurua, was the fact that they held their composure. And Grace Nweke deserves a big shout for 44 from 48. She's only 20, an outstanding performance. And this is a team that, when I spoke to you before the Commonwealth Games kicked off, netball writer Brendan Egan tipped them to get bronze. That was probably the best case scenario most people felt. When you're missing players such as Jane Watson, Karen Berger, Amelia Ann, Ikanasio, there's a lot of experience there. So for this team, as Nolene Taurua and Gina Crampton noted, for this inexperienced group to win bronze is a fairly decent achievement.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Did they ever look like losing?
No, they didn't really. I mean, I think it was 9 all before the first centre pass got broken, so it was real for tad early. And then the Ferns, they led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, and they never trailed after that. And they led by sort of 5, 6 a lot of the game. They got out to 8, 9 at the in the third and fourth quarters, and that was it. It was quite. I wouldn't say comfortable, because you just, with this inexperienced group, you just felt like the English, a much more vastly experienced side, could just come back at any stage. So, yeah, it was a good effort to hold on and get the bronze.
And in the penultimate day of the Games, what's the vibe been like in Birmingham?
Oh, really busy. We actually just went and got some food before, and it's buzzing. There's a lot of people about on a Sunday evening. The latest figure I heard actually for tickets sold for events, it was 1.5 million, so it was 1.3 was the last update I'd heard. So I mean, it just carries on with the theme. The locals have really got them behind. I was at athletics all week until today. I didn't get there, but every night, every morning track session as well, the 32,000 Alexander Stadium packed out. So, and everywhere we've been, and it's been well supported. So yeah, really impressed in that regard.
Just incredible. Thanks so much, Rob. Here's what else made headlines overnight. In squash, Joelle King and Amanda Landers-Murphy beat Malaysia to book a place in the gold medal match. In javelin, Tori Peters finished 5th in the women's javelin final with a throw of 57.86. In the diving, Nathan Brown finished 9th and Luke Sipkis finished 12th in the men's 10-metre platform. Hey, producer Jono.
Good morning, Zoe. How are you?
Good. What an exciting day today. I have to mention it again, as a cricket fan, always great to see the White Ferns do well. In other news, though, what are Jaffa, Dodger and Bourbon, and why have they been at the Commonwealth Games?
Well, for someone who's a big fan of biscuits, Jaffa, Dodger and Bourbon are those, but they are also the breakout stars of the Commonwealth Games as far as the locals are concerned. They are 3 police dog puppies, baby Cocker Spaniels, and police have been using the Commonwealth Games as a chance to train them in how to deal with large crowds. So police have been walking these 3 very cute little pups around the various venues and letting people pet them and acclimatising the dogs to a really big, busy event. They say it's been great to have such a huge event on home soil, so they can really use this as a chance to train up the dogs. So these guys have gone absolutely viral on social media. People are posting selfies of them left, right and centre. They are very, very cute, and I agree. I think they're the breakout stars of the Games. 4 gold medals, meh. 3 cute puppies, I'm here for it.
Oh, totally. And that's it for the podium from day 10 of the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. On behalf of Rob Van Royen and Ian Anderson in Birmingham, producer Jono Williams and audio engineer Sam Scannell, I'm Zoë George. Join us tomorrow for results from diving and the women's doubles in that squash gold medal match, and we'll reflect on all the excitement, colour and heartbreak from the Games with the Podium team. Remember, you can find all the latest Games action online at stuff.co.nz, and if you like this podcast, check out more fabulous Stuff podcasts at stuff.co.nz/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts from. Ngā mihi, go well.